Hello, and today we're going to be editing some of these Pokemon sprites. I'm sure most of you know that Pokemon Diamond and Pearl are having official remakes made for them, and we're having a Pokemon game called The Legends of Arceus, which is basically Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, but set hundreds and hundreds of years in the past. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take Pokemon from those games, and I'm going to edit them so they look like they were from hundreds and hundreds of years in the past. And I think, to be honest, I'll be starting with Torterra because I have a few ideas in mind for Torterra. And what I'm going to be doing for this video is going to be trying something a bit new. I'm going to be just summarizing what I'm going to be doing for these sprites. And then I'm going to be editing these sprites while telling you some stuff which is on my mind. And maybe some current topics. Not like commentary, just like self-stories. Really, I don't want to really involve anyone. I don't really want to involve anyone, so it's just gonna be some like self stories and everything. Okay, cool. Let's get into the video. So with Torterra, what I want to do is I want to give it a more Japanese style look. I want to make it look more on the Japanese peach trees, along with a like mountain base rather than his spikes popping out, and change stuff like his core, not his core, change stuff like his claws, and the strange patterns on his body, which I don't really like. I'm going to just try removing them, like the spikes from his head, and his little beak. I might try just making that a part of his face, giving him a bit more bird-like textures. But yeah, I think it'll mostly be a recoloring for him, and yeah, I'll mostly be a recoloring, and maybe like a few touch-ups. We're also going to be doing Drifloon for this video, and for Drifloon I kind of want to do this like old Japanese lantern design. So I don't know if I'm going to keep the balloon shape, or if I'm just going to retexture him. Again, this is meant to be like a very quick and easy video, and yeah, so he'll be at the end of the video. And I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing to him. I don't know what colour scheme I'm thinking. Maybe red, maybe white. So yeah, let's find out. So I guess what I'm going to talk about is my thoughts on the new Diamond and Pearl remakes. I guess what I'm going to talk about is my thoughts on the new Diamond and Pearl remakes. Personally, I don't know what I feel about the new Diamond and Pearl remakes. I very much like Diamond and Pearl. I think I grew up with Diamond and Pearl, even though I played my brother's versions of Pokemon before when I was younger. I did grow up very much on Pokemon. And Diamond and Pearl were just two really brilliant games, like Chimchar and Piplup were like my favorites at some point. I even like thought Chimchar was better than Charmander. But yeah, the new Diamond and Pearl remakes do look bad. They look horrible. Like, I don't want to be mean, but they do. They look shit. They look shocking. The art styles I think is kind of a low blow for it. Because a lot of people hated Let's Go because it looked different. And to be honest, I hated Let's Go until I found out it was like a side game. But now this is like a remake, and it's not even being developed by Game Freak, and I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know, like Oras looked quite similar to X and Y, and with Heart Gold and Sword Silver looking a lot similar to Diamond and Pearl, and Red and Blue, Fire Red and Leaf Green looked a lot like Ruby and Sapphire. So it made sense. It made sense for us to think that Diamond and Pearl were going to have the art style of Sword and Shield. But I don't know. I don't know why they didn't go with this. Especially that the art style they are using going forward is Sword and Shield kind of fused with a Breath of the Wild appearance, which is kind of really cool. So I don't really know why they didn't go with this idea and just decided instead of making Legends of Arceus, Why don't we put effort into Diamond and Pearl? I understand what they did. I understand it. It's basically saying, hey, we can't work on Diamond and Pearl remakes, but everyone wants them to happen. But we want to put effort into this Legend of Arceus series, because I think Legends is going to be a series of its own, like the remakes and like Let's Go. But there's an issue with that for me. I personally think you should put thought and effort into your existing series rather than making new series. I think when you make new series, that is going to make your old series to suffer. For example, a lot of let's use DC Comics as an example. A lot of DC Comics new superheroes suffer because they don't put time and effort into their new superheroes. Like, there's a character called Sideways who is really, really cool, and he is basically just a Spider-Man clone at the moment. That's all he is a Spider-Man clone, because no one's actually put in effort to develop this character any further. Like, his art style looks a bit like Spider-Man, he's witty, he is quite he's quite gymnastic. He just bounces around. I don't know the correct word, I'm trying to think of it, can't think of it. He just bounces around quite a lot, he's quite witty. He's also, I think he's mixed heritage, like Miles. I think he is African American and Spanish, maybe? I can't overly remember. But yeah, and his series kind of is getting lost to time because they're not putting effort into them. They're just focusing on more Batman, more Joker, more Superman, more money, basically. And I feel like that while it's similar, it's definitely different what Pokemon's doing. While they could have put effort into their existing series, such as the Let's Go series, like if they were announced Let's Go Johto, or even Let's Go Sinnoh, I would have loved it. But instead, they're like, oh, we're gonna still do the remakes because everyone's asking for them, but we're gonna make someone else do the remakes, and we're gonna make a brand new series. So now we have the main series, Let's Go, the remakes, which the series is still going on, but is it going to be made by a third party anymore, or is Diamond and Pearl going to get remade, or what? Like, thinking how much Kanto's gotten remade and how many art styles it's been in. Like, you got the original Kanto with 4 games, mind you, and then you have again Gold, Silver, Crystal, and those remakes which go to Kanto. And then you have Leaf Green and Fire Red, the first remakes. And then you have, again, they remade Diamond, and then they remade Fire Red and Leaf Green, or Red and Blue, again with Let's Go series. So it's a bit like Diamond and Pearl get cucked when it comes to being remade, but Kanto gets everything. Like, I don't know. Personally, I do feel like going for the art style is a bit of a low blow, and I feel a bit weird and a bit salty about complaining about it so much. It's just the fact that it's kind of annoying. It's just the fact that the art style is visibly horrible. Like, I don't want to just shit on it for the sake of shitting on it, but it is visibly horrible. And I didn't like Let's Go when it first came out. I'll be honest, when Let's Go's art style was first revealed, I didn't like it. But I quickly fell in love with it, and to be honest, I kind of wish that Let's Go's art style would replace the main series game. Like, Let's Go, I think, is so much of a one-up compared to Sword and Shield. You might think differently on that, but that's what I think. So, personally, I think like Let's Go Johto, I was kind of hoping for, because Let's Go Johto would have been sick in that art style, I personally think. And, yeah, or even Let's Go Sinnoh in that art style, but the art style they are using for the Diamond and Pearl remakes, at the moment, does look a lot like Animal Crossing. I've noticed it looks a lot like Animal Crossing. And, it just doesn't look like a good Animal Crossing. It looks like a very old Animal Crossing game. Plus the battle UI, I think it's called. The battle UI does very much look like a phone app. It looks like a phone game. I know the Nintendo Switch is not the most powerful device. I think, if I'm correct, it's as strong as an average tablet or smartphone. But with games like Luigi's Mansion showing such an amazing level of quality through its imagery, like the cell shading and the ray tracing, it's an amazing piece of work made by Nintendo. And I feel like this Diamond and Pearl game is just made to make money. It's literally just made to make money. I was watching a YouTuber called Slimesicle the other day. I was watching one of his streams, one of his old streams, and he said that he just doesn't play Pokemon. I think he said it in a joking way, but he said that, like, why play Pokemon when you can play Pixelmon? Because Pixelmon looks and feels so much better than Pokemon, and it does. It really, really does. Especially with the fact that you can use your own data packs with Pixelmon, so you can make your own art style if you don't like the Minecraft art style, which currently is what I'm doing. And currently I've been making a texture pack for a Nuzlocke series I'm trying to make. I want to make like a series where I beat all 8 gyms through Pixelmon, and yeah, that's gonna be fun. Beat all 8 gyms using a Nuzlocke and Pixelmon. This is kind of like a strange rant. Again, it's being recorded after the video, so a lot of my thoughts are kind of here and there and kind of all over the place. And I've never really done this where I've just sit down and talked about my honest thoughts. To be honest, I'm thinking about maybe having a script, because I am just staring at my monitor, but I don't want to feel like I'm reading off a script. I kind of want to get a natural flow, because again, I do want to start streaming this sort of stuff. So please let me know if you want me to start streaming my arts. I really want to start streaming my arts. I'm also thinking about, like, how do I stream my art? Yeah, I actually might get in contact with a friend of mine who streams, because I kind of want to, like, stream my art, but I don't want to, like, show my desktop or anything. And I think the easiest way to do that is buy a second monitor. So I might have a look for a second monitor, or maybe there's like a cool something you could do with it. I don't know, like OBS, I kind of want to have. Can OBS like put a, like, say if I do speedrunning, can OBS do a like timer, or can OBS put a not filter, but like a thing over the screen? Does that work? Is that what OBS does? I don't actually know. That's something I feel like I should probably know, but I don't. So yeah. There's also a lot of backlash with Diamond and Pearl at the moment, because a lot of people are saying that they aren't going to have any more Pokemon. It's just going to be the Gen 4 Pokemon. And I think that is actually what's going to happen. I feel like it will be Gen 4 and below. Simply enough, this is not Game Freak. They're simply just taking the original models, putting it back into the game, where I think Legends of Arceus are fixing a few models. Or maybe that's Cyndaquil, which just put a red heron. If you don't know what I'm on about, someone else will explain it. I can't be bothered. But yeah, basically Cyndaquil's sprite was fucked, and in Legends of Arceus it looked really cool, like how it should be with its actual fires extended. So people are theorizing that Legends of Arceus are going to keep most of the sprites the same, except fix some of the ones where they've been getting feedback on. Yeah. It's also the fact, despite Diamond and Pearl Remake, which I'm not going to call them by their name, like Brilliant Diamond. That is not Brilliant Diamond. The original Diamond was Brilliant Diamond. Looking quite shocking. It did play quite trash, especially for a game coming out at the end of the year. Like, this game is coming out soon, and it looks fucking horrible, and it is running in a preview horribly. Like Legends of Arceus, I can imagine, because again, Pokemon developers do not play or develop freeware games. Like, Game Freak had no. Game Freak went from RPG to open world, and that is a huge, huge difference of coding and how you actually play in battles. Like, just being able to throw a Pokemon, just being able to throw a Pokeball without actually being inside of a battle. That's sick. That is so cool. That is like literally taking what I love about Pixelmon, bringing back my earlier point. What I love about Pixelmon and bringing that up to this modern day, bringing it to modern day Pokemon. And I think Legend series are going to be the only free world Pokemon games. And I do think Pokemon is going to try and steer away from the main series. I think the main series games kind of have a lot of pressure around them. I think people are realizing that, hey, we're up to like 900 Pokemon. Like, you can't keep bringing up Pokemon games so soon. It's like 20 years and you have 900 Pokemon. Like, you need to slow it down, I think, a little bit. Like, I don't know, maybe that's just me, but I think Game Freak are realizing that, hey, maybe we need to slow it down a little bit, because it did feel like in like 2 years, or 2, 3, 4 years, we had like 2 generations. So in 4 years, we had like 200 to 300 Pokemon. And that's a lot of Pokemon. And I personally, I don't know, but I think games like Legend of Arceus are really good. And I don't think you need to introduce Pokemon to make a Pokemon game fun. Like Pokemon Colosseum, that didn't introduce any new Pokemon. And it was probably a lot of people's favorite Pokemon game. It was one of my favorite Pokemon games. So, yeah. Alright, with that being said, I'm going to end the video here. Here are the last end results of the video showing up on screen now. Pow pow. And I can't believe I just made that sound. And yeah, I'm going to see you in the next one. If you like this, please let me know. Let me know what you liked. Let me know what you didn't like. I'm not doing the subtitles unless you guys ask me to. So, yeah. With that being said,